Previously on Silversun.
Star runner to unidentified caller. Come in, please. Come back. Where are you?
What did you think it was?
Well, there was definitely a brief signal. But we get phantom transmissions all the time. I mean, they're usually quasar activity or echoes of our own navigational ping.
Well, there's nothing I can do till I hear the signal for myself. Keep the communications open and check the record function. Make sure there's no glitches.
Yes, Commander.
Pancher has asked to be reinstated as computer officer.
So I'm ditched. This is not fair. I've worked really hard.
No one is disputing that. But Pancher is computer officer designated by Earth Command.
Yeah, I get it. She's better than me.
Delta V607. Delta V607. This is Pegasus 1 to Pegasus 2. Have received your signal. Awaiting further coded instructions. Over.
Star Runner leaves on its 90-year journey to the New World. On board, an elite young crew and 550 settlers frozen in suspended animation.
Still no joy with the tech probs.
Isolating the flight data file, running the simulation program now. And it's done it again. It's weird. It's like the computer's busy doing something else.
Well, the autopilot is unaffected if that means anything.
Full shield and status reports now.
Flight all green. No hull breaches.
What just happened?
We hit a conglomerate asteroid. The shield sensors managed to destroy it before it actually struck us, but it was really close.
No kidding.
We're supposed to be in open space. What are our current position coordinates?
32, 45, 109, and laterals 86 and 74.
They all check out. Our nearest conglomerate is 15 degrees starboard from our current position.
Steve, shut down both engines. We've got a massive calibration error. Till we know where we are, we're staying put.
If Sirax finds you've lost your pit, you'll be in so much trouble.
I know.
Sure you had it here?
Yes. I was having a workout. I put my stuff in a pile over here, and it was sitting on top of my gear. Can you stop worrying about your stomach and help me look?
Maybe someone picked it up by accident.
Why haven't they given it back?
Sure you don't want one?
Are you dribbling everywhere? Move!
Sheng, no matter how hard you try, matter transference just ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, well, Diggs, you're not a scientist. Ergo, this is much too complicated for you to understand.
You done it yet? Have I missed it?
That depends on what you planned on seeing.
This is going to be so cool. Soon I'll be able to be in two places at once.
No, Tycho. How many times do I have to tell you? You will not be able to be in two places at once. Simply move from here to here in an instant. Two very different concepts. Goggles. Back, please. Back. Are you ready to create history? On.
You done it yet?
I don't get it. It should have worked. All the sciences add up.
I'm keeping the goggles.
So the computer says we're in one place, when in fact, we're nowhere near it.
The only way we can be sure it's not a computer error is with the system-by-system reboot.
Let's do it.
I'll give you a hand. All set?
Yep.
Wait a sec, go back.
It's a rogue file.
Looks like some sort of glitch.
It's probably just an accumulation of random code. I'm disabling it now.
Check out the compass.
We've been on the wrong course for ages. That's a pretty big glitch. Glitches should be weeded out by the Sentinel program. So how did this one survive? Well, I run the scans daily. It must have been buried a whole lot deeper than normal.
Is it a glitch or a virus?
It can't be a virus.
Why not?
Because that'd mean someone's infected the computer on purpose. That's why not.
Zandie was using the computer while Pancha was sick. And I did see her a couple of times with some pretty weird files open.
And you're choosing to remember this now?
Well, I see a lot of things. You want me to report everything?
Zandie did have the opportunity if she wanted to.
Yeah, but the question is, why would she do it?
Or we should question her. If it is the truth, then her actions have put us all in grave danger.
Okay, let's stop this right here. Until we find evidence that this isn't some naturally forming glitch, then this is just idle gossip.
But, sir...
Give me evidence, not speculation.
I don't think Zandie's really capable of doing this.
I hope not.
Those files she had open, they seem pretty dodgy to me.
No, it takes time to code a virus. When I'm on the bridge, I don't have time to do anything else.
Okay, so she wrote it elsewhere and loaded it up when she had the chance.
She could have used her PID for that.
Yeah, maybe.
We can't accuse her. This is just fact-finding.
Hi.
Zandie, we've found something on the computer we think belongs to you.
They're just diary entries? I didn't realise they'd be such a problem.
That's not what we're talking about.
We found a glitch that affected the Navcon.
Mara, it's a virus.
And this is why the ship has stopped. And you think this involves me? How?
Can we see your PID, Zandie?
Normally no probs, but it seems to have gone missing.
That's convenient.
Are you accusing me of something, Tane?
Maybe.
You've got evidence then, have you?
Well, you did have the opportunity to do something while you were working on the bridge computer.
Really? That would mean you've had just as much opportunity to do that as me.
Me?
Come on, guys. Ask him the same questions you're asking me.
Tane did what?
He hates me so much, he instantly blames me when something goes wrong.
Zandie, that's a bit paranoid.
No. Paranoid is thinking someone's out to get you. I know he's out to get me. You should have seen them. Tane really has it in for me. He was behind them all, questioning me like that. Why would he do that?
He must obviously think that you did it.
Tane was with me on the bridge when the second signal came through. He heard the signal, just like me. But when Sirax returned, he denied everything, and there were no recordings and no signal.
Maybe you just forgot to turn the recorder on.
I turned it on! Tane deleted those files, and I would have thought you'd believe me over him.
Zandie.
If I can't rely on my own boyfriend, what hope do I have?
So why didn't it work?
Because maybe Degenhardt's right and it can't be done?
You're quitting.
No, not at all. Strategically retreating.
But we were so close to solving this.
What do you mean we? There is no we.
Well, I've got some ideas.
Thrill me.
We use a big change quickly,
Change?
like from water to steam.
A change in states unleashing the energy potential within an object. Yep, go on.
So my idea is to heat the object up really hot, like by mega degrees, and then freezing it.
Great. I've got some work to do.
But if we try it...
Thanks, but I need some peace and quiet. Tycho!
But if...
I've got to do some work.
Hi.
Hey.
What are you watching?
Nothing. 700 channels and nothing's ever on.
Isn't that your top?
I'll get it. And Zandie's PIN. Should we contact her?
No, just give me a sec.
What for? She's been looking for it.
I'm just having a hunt around.
Should you be doing that? It is personal.
Oh.
What? What is it?
It's the virus that infected our Navcon.
Where did you find this?
Under her bed.
And this is the same virus?
Exactly. There's been a few modifications after installation on the mainframe, but essentially.
So,
Pancha, where's Zandie now?
I don't think you'll find it here. Lillian keeps this place too clean.
We were just leaving.
Got your PID there, Zandie?
I didn't say anything.
Leonella found it for you.
Great.
your PID has the code for the Navcon virus on it.
What?
Cadet Zandie Brockow, you are henceforth relieved of your duties, pending a full inquiry. Your crew access is to be restricted and you're to be confined to your quarters until further notice. Do you have anything you would like to say?
Someone tell Deegs. I think I'll be a bit late.
They came in, they took her away and said she had a virus.
Do you know where they took her?
No, she's not allowed to speak to anyone. She's in big trouble. Tell you right now, I ain't gonna be losing my PID.
Lillian! Tell me what's happening. Why has she been arrested?
I assume you're talking about Zandie. We've restricted her crew access until we can question her.
This is about the virus. She didn't do it.
Deegs, somebody infected the ship's computer with a virus that could have killed us.
Zandie's not responsible.
The virus was found on her PID.
What?
What can you tell us about the code found on Cadet Brockow's PID?
It's a pretty basic piece of code, written somewhat crudely.
How so?
Well, most of it's redundant.
Redundant enough to have a serious effect on the Navcon.
Well, if you add this line to that, the first is redundant. Then if you create a basic loop, this bit mirrors the first three. If the person who wrote it had added a simpler modular platform switch, we'd be in a lot more trouble.
It's a good thing they held back then.
Well, it's not a matter of holding back. It's more an indication of the culprit's cyber fingerprint.
Cyber fingerprint.
Well, everyone has a writing style.
I see where you're going.
So what this shows is that the person who wrote it didn't really know what they were doing.
Like someone who is new to the computer systems.
Yes, they have a basic understanding, but not very good comprehension.
Someone like Zandie.
Maybe.
What are you doing? This is science. You can't just come in here and stuff around.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see what would happen if I tried my idea.
You could have killed us. Do you have any idea what you're messing with?
I'll put it back.
No, don't touch it. Don't do anything, okay? Did you?
No, I didn't do anything. I just did what I thought would work.
So you didn't by any chance move the sample from here to here?
No.
That's good.
It worked! I did it!
Yes, but we still have to do some tests to prove that it worked. There's still a long way to go yet, Tycho.
I did it! I did it! And Sheng didn't.
Where's your goggles? Huh?
So, Leonella found Zandie's missing PID.
Pretty careless of her to lose it.
Can't believe she'd do something like this. It doesn't add up.
What? They found the virus on her PID.
Someone could have put it there to incriminate her.
Deegs, she's as guilty as they come.
I know you've got it in for Zandie, Tane.
We could have all been killed. I hope they throw the book at her.
She hasn't been found guilty yet.
If she admits she was mucking about with things she didn't understand, she'll get a slap on the wrist.
Tane, are you in La La Land? These sort of charges don't just carry some slap on the wrist.
Forced resuspension until the Silversun and then prison time. You know the rules.
But we found the virus before it could do any real damage. Doesn't that mean she'll just be charged with misuse of resources, being a public nuisance?
This is the big time. Sabotage.
How many times do I have to tell you? I didn't do this.
Was it a mistake? Were you practicing on the computer and created it by accident?
No. Why don't you believe me?
No one likes to admit that they made a mistake. We will all understand if that's what this was.
It wasn't a mistake.
So how did it get onto your PID?
I don't know. Someone else must have put it there.
Why would they do that? Why would they try to get you into trouble?
I don't know.
Why do you want us to fly closer to the Sargasso disk?
I don't. What do I care about rocks that are too dumb to form a planet?
Can you see our problem, Zandie? You're saying you had nothing to do with this, but everything seems to indicate that you did.
Why would I do this?
That's what we want these questions to answer.
If I wanted to damage the mission, I'd send us back to Earth. Not send us closer to the Sargasso. That thing could kill us.
We were going to call you. There's a process.
What's happening? Can we continue, please?
I have to testify now.
So, Tane, your version of events.
It's all a bit hazy.
You said earlier that you'd seen Zandie working suspiciously on the bridge computer. Can you tell us about that?
I'm not sure of that anymore.
What about the dodgy files you claim to have seen Zandie working on? Can you describe them?
No, I can't.
Tane, what are you doing?
A few hours ago, you seemed very sure about what you saw.
I've thought about it, and I am no longer confident in my version of events. My comments were influenced by previous arguments between Zandie and myself.
And it moved. See? From this box to this one.
And you did this without Sheng.
He said my ideas wouldn't work.
Well, yeah, I didn't exactly say.
This is so cool. Soon I'll be able to be in 2 places at once.
No! Tycho, how many times do I have to tell you, mate? You won't be able to be in 2 places at once. You'll travel between 2 places in an instant.
Sounds like Tycho's giving you a run for your money, Sheng.
With what?
His matter transference experiment.
Actually, it's my experiment. He came in and played with it.
So you didn't do this?
Yes, I did. Tell her, Sheng.
No, yeah, he did, but it has to be verified. We still have to prove that it actually happened.
Looks to me like it happened.
Yes, I know, but you see, science is science and it has to be rigorous. Once is not proof.
You're not jealous of a little kid, are you, Sheng?
Tough day?
No, I wouldn't call it tough. Let's see. Tycho and his stupid idea solved my matter transference problem. No, life's peachy, you pancher.
That's amazing.
I'm not jealous.
I never said you were.
Karen did. It's just, I've been trying to get this work for so long and Tycho comes along and clicks a switch and poof.
It does sound like you're jealous.
I've been working on it for years, come on.
Well, maybe Tycho had the fresh perspective that allowed him to see the solution.
Maybe.
Like, you should be congratulating him instead of getting all jealous. This is a great achievement.
Yes, but he doesn't understand the point of doing the experiments. He thinks it's just going to let him be in 2 places at one time.
You're right.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be in 2 places at once, and yet he solved it.
Sheng, you've possibly just solved all Zandie's problems.
Zandie, the charges against you are serious and have huge implications towards your future. Even without Tane's testimony, there is enough circumstantial evidence to warrant a court-martial.
Wait, you can't just barge in here. There are procedures.
I have new evidence.
What is it?
We backtracked the virus to its initial activation point. I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner.
Pancha, take a breath.
Okay. The virus has been growing, doubling every time it activated itself. So we went backwards, halving the virus until we reached the initial event horizon.
And how does this affect Zandie?
Zandie has an alibi. She was in a martial arts session with Karen. It couldn't have been her.
Are you sure about this?
Absolutely. Karen can confirm it.
So if Zandie didn't do it, who did?
I don't know. At that point, just about every other crew member was accessing a computer.
Great. So we're back to square one. Only now we don't even have a suspect.
No. Now you have 10.
Tycho.
Science is really boring.
Boring? Are you insane?
Well, it is. I thought this was going to be cool, and it would impress everyone.
But it does? I'm impressed.
No, you're not. You got all grumpy, and then Mum said you were getting all jealous of me.
Not exactly.
So how is that cool?
Look at what you've managed to do. You've moved this from here to here. No one has ever been able to do that before. I myself have been trying for a number of years, yet you just take it and...
That's not meant to happen, is it?
Something must have interfered with the submolecular framework during the transition.
This needs a solution.
All right, we'll work on this one together, okay?
We could inject it with some instant glue to make it hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure that would work, mate.
Or maybe we could send everything into Splint.
This whole case just gets weirder and weirder. If Zandie didn't do it, who did?
Yeah. Who did do it? Tane?
I don't know, but we all work together and catch them.
Count me in. Just so long as there are no hard feelings. You may have been able to fool everyone else, but I know it was you. You suckered me once. I'll never let you do that again.
She might not have done it, but she's still a weirdo.
Uploading new data now.
Locking it in.
I'm getting a signal. It sounds like a distress beacon.
Triangulate now. I want to know where this is coming from.
Locking on.
Get that trace running.
It must be some echo. We're the only ones out here.
The only ones we know about.
Zandie was right. It is a distress beacon.
Do we know where it's coming from yet?
It's coming from within the Sargasso.
Attention all hands. We've encountered the distress beacon again. It appears to be coming from a stricken vessel of unknown origins within the Sargasso disk.
Under Space Service directives, we are obligated
to render assistance to our fellow travellers. This is going to be dangerous.
This is a team effort. We have to be looking out for each other and for the Star Runner. All right. Everyone ready? Okay. Both engines slow ahead. Pancha, keep us updated on the forward scopes.
I have a large grade 1 object, port 10 degrees.
We're going into the gravity wake. It's going to be pretty bumpy from now on.
Messier 13 object closing starboard.
Should be through the wake in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In the jet stream. Evasive action, port corkscrew now. Starboard now.
We have nominal silting on the forward shields.
If that's all we've got to worry about, I'll be happy.
Gravity fluctuations giving us false readings.
Locking in telemetry radar avoidance program.
Is that a...
Tane, take us into an emergency close retrieval orbit.
ECRO initiated.
It is, it's a J class.
Exactly the same as us.